And now, suddenly the conditions became a whole lot stricter because now she has to wear an ankle monitor, follow a curfew between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m., and avoid going to any places that primarily serve alcohol. So now she's really on timeout. She has a curfew now, and she can't enter any adult-related stores.
Look at that. This is what happens when you don't shut the hell up and just stop posting everything that you're doing on social media. Self-incrimination. You didn't need to do that. You could have been living a much freer life. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shaba if you are new here, and today we're gonna be reacting to TiktToker just made her fraud case worse. Another fraudulent TiktToker was caught red-handed. I don't know who this chick is. If y'all know who she is, let me know. We're gonna find out together anyway because we're gonna react to this video. So leave a like, subscribe. Now let's watch this TiktToker, this fraud, this scammer get exposed.
Uh-oh, this TikToker just got arrested again while she's still fighting felony fraud charges. And prosecutors say that the reason they found out that she violated her bond conditions is that
this brother has a duck on his microphone. Very interesting. I've never seen that before.
Found out that she violated her bond conditions is that she posted it on social media. Average TikToker moment. I mean, it was only 2 months ago that I covered her for the first time when she was, arrested for 2 fraud charges, and somehow she's back on my radar. So today we're talking about the
Oh my God. I'm sorry, man. I know these are off-topic things, but look at the background. Look. If you're a boy and you had any kind of childhood, okay, Gen Z, you know what that is. You remember that carpet? You could have a car on there and it's like you're going through the city and stuff. Oh my God, the nostalgia. But let's get back to business here. My bad, y'all.
That I covered her for the first time when she was, arrested for 2 fraud charges, and somehow she's back on my radar. So today we're talking about the very controversial influencer by the name of Ashley Trevino. Ashley, you see, was taken into custody on March 4th and booked into Ellis County Jail. And according to the Ellis County Sheriff's Office, the arrest came after the prosecutors asked the judge to reconsider her bond. They argued that she was not following the conditions of her release while awaiting trial. And the court...
He said Ellis County, bro, like Los Santos. That's actually what I thought about. He said Ellis County, Los Santos. If you haven't played GTA, that's the city in GTA 5. Back to business now. Let's get serious. My bad, y'all.
And according to the Ellis County Sheriff's Office, the arrest came after the prosecutors asked the judge to reconsider her bond. They argued that she was not following the conditions of her release while awaiting trial. And the court filings say the issue came down to alcohol. So apparently she violated the terms of her bond by drinking alcohol on one occasion and purchasing it on another. And the reason authorities allegedly found out about this is, yeah, you guessed it, as I mentioned earlier, online. She was posting the videos of herself doing the thing that she's not supposed to be doing. Essentially, you could add her to the long list of self-snitching people that we've covered here on this channel. But investigators say the alleged violation surfaced after Trevino posted photos on social media showing herself at a birthday party with alcohol. And in another post, she reportedly shared a picture of the receipt that showed that she was purchasing alcohol. Why are you posting receipts of something that you literally cannot legally do? But also,
Are you kidding me right now, bro? The birthday party is one thing, right? It's a birthday party. It's the scenes, it is a bit more of an excuse with that. But then you're going to go to a restaurant and you're going to take a picture of the receipt and post that on social media like you just trying to get caught. That's so blatant, bro. Also, who goes to a restaurant and takes a picture of the receipt and posts it on social media? Nobody does that. If you're posting something on social media about the restaurant, you're more than likely posting the food. Exactly, the food, not the receipt. Like, unless it's like a crazy number, a crazy bill, and then you're showing like, yo, these guys are scamming something. They gave me a $300 bill and I only got like chicken fingers and fries, bro. It's crazy out here. Los Santos prices are out of control. Something like that, right? She's trying to get caught, or she's trying to, I don't know, get attention, or she's trying to be edgy, like, oh, cops, you can't do nothing about it. I'm still drinking alcohol. I don't know what
that you literally cannot legally do. But also, I mean, to be fair, if I've learned anything about Ashley Trevino, there is really no logic behind anything that she does, because she is a social media creator who's got more than 500,000 followers across Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok. But the reason she keeps going viral isn't really for the wholesome content. Ash has been one of those people on the internet who I guess she's a lolcow. I guess that's the best way to describe her. Essentially,
for those of you who don't know what a lolcow is, it's basically an individual who gets famous for being made fun of. Okay, that's the best way I can describe it. Say like and this is no shade. This is no shade. Queso, right? Queso, an example, because his chat used to make fun of him. Because of his weight, you know what I mean? And he got really popular. Now he's a stand-up guy. He's a great guy. But that's an example of like somebody who is a lolcow. It's like the internet makes fun of you and then you get, you know, notoriety from it. That's a lolcow.
I guess she's a lolcow. I guess that's the best way to describe her. Essentially, people watch her because they can't believe what happens next. But a lot of her content revolves around her personal life, her relationships, and the chaos that tends to follow with both. One of the biggest reasons she's become controversial online is something that she openly talks about all the time. Ash has repeatedly said that she prefers dating men who are currently incarcerated. And apparently it's got so bad that she's become known for being an inmate hopper. Apparently that's a real phrase. So for years now, I guess a chunk of her and her content has basically revolved around talking about different inmates that she's been dating, visiting people in prison, and sharing the details of those relationships online.
The roller coaster of past marriages, dating men behind bars. So I had been...
Man, who the hell is dating this torta, bro? What? No wonder why she's going to the inmates, because they're the only ones who would date her, gang. They don't get nothing in there. They get nothing. So when somebody comes in, it's like, yo, she's willing to date us. Let's go. We'll take anything, bro. It doesn't matter. Really? Inmates, you can't do better than this, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Bro. Rewind this. Hold on. I need to get a clearer picture here. I don't know why my thing's like. Look at this, bro. Look at this, bro. If you was an inmate, right? Let's say you did something terrible. You're gone. You're in prison. You dating this woman? Y'all dating this woman, bro? Now, I'm being mean, right? Okay, you're being mean, but like, she, you know, like, what is that tattoo, gang? Like, it's a lot going on here. Let's keep watching it. Hold on. Let's keep watching.
Past marriages, dating men behind bars.
So I had been dating inmates since 2019. I married 2 of them.
To the never-ending back and forth with Santos.
Santos is 22. I'm 35, yes.
But the other major reason that she gets criticized online a lot is her parenting. There are a ton of clips floating around where her kids are nearby while she's live streaming arguments or oversharing stuff that kids should not be hearing. And you even have viral moments where Ash talks about things like, you know, her kids not having beds, while at the same time, she's out here flexing expensive things online.
Have there been instances where your mother has expressed feelings of jealousy towards you?
There's this video going around of my...
Holy genetics. First of all, why are these kids in the Bob house? Okay. If this is actually the Bob house, or maybe the podcast is called the Bob house, let me know in the comments below. Give me some clarification. But if they are in the Bob house, that's crazy. If you don't know what the Bob house is, it's where a bunch of OnlyFans girls live and you know, do their business. You feel me? That's like the central hub right there. That's the Bob house. And you got 2 kids in here. Two big kids. I'm sorry, they're kids. I shouldn't be talking. They kids. They children. My bad. We shouldn't be talking about kids like this. You feel me? Let's get serious.
Jealousy towards you.
There's this video going around of my mom being jealous of me when I was little, having a better relationship with my dad than she did. And
I mean, girl, that's his kid. That's his whole kid. She a daddy's girl. Please tell me why your children don't have beds.
Because my mom was actually going to go look at a furniture store.
How do they not have
because
beds?
I don't go anywhere publicly at all.
Because you're just that.
Literally. No, like I really don't. Like if I go out, I'm going to get noticed.
I still don't understand. Why can you not
I know that. They ain't nowhere you can hide, gang. I know. We gonna notice you. Even if I didn't know who you are, I notice you. You feel me? Anyways, how do they not have beds, though? You feel me? I feel like that can't be real. She has an iPhone. She has an iPhone, but she doesn't have a bed? Does that make any sense to y'all? That I don't believe that at all.
If I go out, I'm going to get noticed.
I still don't understand. Why can you not just order a bed online? Like, since she's so famous and can't even go to a store to buy a bed, just order it online. But you may be wondering, has anyone called CPS on her before? Well,
this guy called CPS on me. Okay, I had a CPS case open. But even then, when they stay over, this one sometimes sleeps with me or on the couch.
Question, is it because there's bed bugs?
No, that was like a beetle
I don't know
or
how
something.
they even...
What's that?
Yeah, okay. Again, get some beds that are not infested, please. But I mean, all of this.
There's some nasty people. I mean, wait, what do you expect, bro, from a girl who just dates inmates? You know, I don't know if she's gonna be the most hygienic and clean person in the world.
Yeah, okay. Again, get some beds that are not infested, please. But I mean, all of this and a whole lot more is why she was arrested back in December. A lot of people online basically treated it like the internet's version of, I guess, a victory lap, because for the first time ever, the chaos wasn't just happening on a live stream, it had actually reached the real world. So let's rewind back to December 17th, because that's when this whole legal situation first started. Ash Trevino was arrested outside of her home in Venus, Texas, after police discovered that she had 2 active felony warrants out in Ellis County. According to the arrest report, a Venus police officer actually spotted her while responding to an unrelated call in her area. And the officer reportedly recognized her, called her out by name, and asked her to step out of the car, which I guess is probably not how most people expect to have their TikTok fame come into play, but you know, she's very famous, clearly. So
well, there you go, bro. She got noticed. You feel me? So, you know what? She wasn't lying. At least she wasn't lying. She may be a lot of things, but a liar doesn't seem to be
to
one
have
of
their
them.
TikTok fame come into play, but you know, she's very famous, clearly, so she lives a different kind of lifestyle. But unlike some of the other stories that we've covered here on this channel, Ash didn't try to run or really argue with the police. She complied, stepped out, and was taken into custody.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's going on?
You understand you have an active felony warrant out here for your arrest?
No, I don't.
Okay.
For what?
Stand by and I'll let you know.
Can I go pee real quick?
No.
Hang on.
Can you run one for me?
And she was then transported to the Ellis County Jail, where she was booked on 2 felony warrants. And these 2 warrants were allegedly tied to financial crimes dating years back. And the case involves healthcare fraud and another fraud-related charge tied to securing the execution of a document by deception. And according to reports, the amount connected to these cases falls somewhere between $2,500 and $30,000. And under Texas law, those are considered state jail felonies, which means if they're convicted, they could be facing 6 months to 2 years in a Texas state jail facility, along with potential fines. And Ash spent the night behind bars before posting a $15,000 bond and being released the following day. And almost immediately after getting out.
Who the hell paid the $15,000 to get her out, bro? Who paid that bond? Who paid that bond? And whoever paid that bond, can you get her daughter some bets? If you could pay $15,000, you can pay like, you know, $1,000 or $2K for some beds, some good solid beds for those girls, because you know they need some good solid rock solid beds. Okay, come on, bro.
The following day. And almost immediately after getting out, she went right back to social media. And in one Snapchat video that she filmed as she was literally leaving jail, someone behind the camera can be heard saying, "She's free, she's out." And Ash appears to be laughing as she walks out of jail. But later on the live stream, she addressed the situation directly and told her viewers that she had already hired a lawyer and planned to fight the charges.
How y'all like my mugshot though? I was like trying not to smile because I'm like, he was like, you can fix your hair. I said, okay. But yeah, like they can't hold me down. What the like? The haters are gonna pray on my downfall, and I'm gonna fight this. I'm out.
Yes.
I was locked up. I still ain't got my jewelry on.
Damn.
Handcuffs done bruised at me. You should have seen me. I look cute in them handcuffs. And then they let Renee come kiss me before they took me.
Who?
So I date inmates. I don't become an inmate. Now I'm an inmate.
So, I mean, at this point, the case was still just at its beginning. Ash was out on bond, the charges were working their way through the court system, and the explanation was that she would follow the conditions tied to her release while waiting for a trial. So one would think that, you know, you'd want to stay in line while you're fighting a case like this and while you're, you know, being monitored, but...
You're supposed to shut your freaking mouth, right? Isn't that what your lawyer tells you? Shut the hell up and let me handle this. The more you talk, the worse things get. Especially her, bro. The more you talk, the worse things get. Shut your ass up. You're gonna end up with, instead of 2 years or 6 months in the jail, you're gonna go to prison for 20 years. Calm the hell down, please.
While you're, you know, being monitored, but apparently not, because fast forward a few months, and that's when the new arrest comes in. Because, you know, when someone's released on bond, that means there's a case pending, and they have to follow very specific rules. So things like, you know, they have to check in with court, they have to stay out of trouble, and they have to avoid certain things while the case moves forward. And according to prosecutors, Ash was not following those rules. So in late February, court records showed that prosecutors filed a motion asking the judge to hold her bond insufficient. which is basically legal language for saying, hey, they believe the defendant isn't complying with their terms of their release. So the issue that they were pointing out was alcohol. And according to the filings, the violation came up after Trevino posted photos on social media, which, as we've mentioned before, is a common way people that we cover here on this channel get caught. But her legal team is currently disputing this charge completely because their attorneys say that she didn't violate the conditions of her release and that the accusations from prosecutors don't actually prove that she broke any court-ordered restrictions. That'll be interesting to see.
Is she breaking her bond conditions? My bond conditions aren't bad. I have no conditions. Basically, just have to check in. And that is pretty much it. I can leave the state with permission. So other than that, and I just can't.
Hold on. I need to read this caption here. Ash thinking she's above the law. Meanwhile, she already broke her bond conditions. She claimed she never had in less than a month. Looks like she will be going to jail for taking a pic with a pew pew. Oh my God, you dumbass. And consuming alcohol. Oh my God, you dumbass. You took a picture with a pew pew and posted it on social media. The alcohol part, I guess the only way it would be bad is if it states in those conditions that the defendant cannot be consuming alcohol. Okay, fine. If it doesn't say it in there, I guess there's wiggle room to be like, well, technically, no, she didn't. It doesn't say it in there, so it's fine. But if it does say it in there, which I presume it says it in there, I don't think they would be saying that she violated them if it didn't say anything like that in there, let alone we're not even counting the fact that she's holding a pew or in a picture and posted it on social media. Yeah, that legal team is gonna be working a double time, triple time. You're really making their lives so hard, by the way, for no reason. If you just stayed quiet and maybe not posted that, like you can post on social media, but do we really have to post you with a pew pew in your hand when this case going on? Do you really think that's a good idea? Was there any critical thinking, or was she drunk when she did that? Like, and if that was the case, wouldn't you want to delete the picture as soon as possible? At least show some remorse. Maybe they might be like, okay, well, the defendant, her character is changing. She showed remorse. She feels sorry. She's here saying that she didn't even break it, so she's not even sorry at all. You're cooked, by the way. This lady is cooked.
And that is pretty much it. I can leave the state with permission. So other than that, and I just can't leave the state before my court date, like right on my court date. I have to be here for court, and that's it. My bond conditions are not bad. They gave me the paper. Okay. I literally have the freaking paper.
You have the paper, but did you read the paper? It's one thing to have the paper and you just put it aside and continued on with your life, but did you read it? Did you have your lawyer read it? You feel me? Did you have your lawyer read it and explain it to you? Like, did that happen? If not
bad. They gave me the paper. I literally have the freaking paper. It tells me what I have to do and what I can't do.
Okay.
And nothing in there says you're not allowed to drink. You're not allowed to smoke. You're not allowed to have a what.
Okay.
I'm not in there for robbery or any of that.
But obviously, the judge didn't agree with something here, since Ash ended up back in jail on March 4th. Right. And Ash was then taken back into custody, booked into Ellis County Jail on what officials described as a judge's commitment order. But records show that she was released later the same day, and the court addressed the bond situation. But the judge didn't just let things go back to the way they were before. Her original bond was revoked, and a new bond was set to $25,000, which is a good bit higher than the $15,000 bond that she received for the December arrest. And now, suddenly, the conditions became a whole lot stricter, because now she has to wear an ankle monitor, follow a curfew between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m., and avoid going to any places that primarily serve alcohol. So now she's really on timeout. She has a curfew now, and she can't enter any adult-related stores.
Look at that. This is what happens when you don't shut the hell up and just stop posting everything that you're doing on social media. Self-incrimination. You didn't need to do that. You could have been living a much freer life. Now, you're like a kid. You're like a toddler. But honestly, this is the right thing to do, because she's acting like a kid and acting like a toddler. So when somebody, even an adult, if somebody's acting like a kid and like a toddler, and they want to whine and cry and say, no, you didn't say this, and they can't shut their mouths and can't use discernment, then they did the right thing. The ankle monitor, the curfew, curfew, the you're not allowed to go to places that, you know, serve primarily alcohol, so she can't go to nightclubs, she can't go to bars or anything like that, like, which I'm sure things maybe she might have enjoyed to do. She can't do that no more. Ain't that tragic? No, it's not tragic, but isn't that sad for her? She could have avoided all this if she just shut the hell up and let her legal team handle this. Lesson learned, I guess.
Related stores. And she's also been ordered to attend a pre-trial supervision program, submit to random drug and alcohol testing, and avoid possessing, purchasing, or using alcohol while the case is ongoing. And then on top of everything, it gets worse because they added another rule that makes things infinitely harder for her, especially for someone who, I guess, drinks on live stream professionally. She was told that she couldn't discuss the case on social media at all while the legal proceedings play out, which, you know, considering the way the whole situation came first to light, is probably not a coincidence. But unfortunately for her, posting everything about her life online is kind of her brand. So technically, they made her job a whole lot harder. And honestly, I still can't believe that she posted a receipt of an alcohol purchase while she was out on bond fighting a fraud case. Come on. But now the court has her placed under stricter supervision, and every post that she makes online is probably going to get examined a whole lot more carefully than what they did before, which means for the next few months, it could be very important for her to just lay low. But will she do that with her track record? Honestly, probably not. So I guess we just kind of have to wait.
She won't. She won't. She seems like the type who would rebel against this. And I think that's what she was doing with the receipt, by the way. The whole receipt thing, she knew. She probably knew, like, yo, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway to show I don't care, man. I don't care what these feds are saying. I could do whatever I want. And then it backfired in her face. And I feel like she's the type of person who doesn't learn her lessons. So she's more than likely going to make that mistake again. Okay, I think we're going to be hearing about her very soon. Mess it up.
Track record? Honestly, probably not. So I guess we just kind of have to wait and see how this plays out. But regardless, she's facing up to 2 years in state jail for 2 separate charges. So it'll be interesting to see how all this plays out. Because one would think it would be in her best interest to not act out. But honestly, I guess there's just a reason that we're talking about her here on this channel. So hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And
that was a good video, man. You know, listen, would it be in her best interest to not say anything and to shut up? Absolutely, it would be in her best interest to not say anything and to shut up. But would it be in her best interest social media wise? That's a different story, you know, because we're talking about her right now. I'm sure this is what people get a kick out of. This is how people stay interested in her. You feel me? Her getting in trouble and stuff like that. But I don't think she's understanding that if you go to prison, you can't make any content no more. You feel me? And then you'll be gone for like 2 years. People might forget you, and then you're going to come back and then do what? You feel me? So maybe link a little bit more long term and a bit more critically. Let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comments below, man. These TikTokers, you know, they may be dumb, but like at least they're dumb in a way that they're easy to catch. You feel me? They're not sophisticated. They're not like these cunning criminals that you have to. By the way, I'm not saying TikTokers are criminals, okay? I'm saying the dumb ones who do criminal stuff and then post about it. People who do that stuff, we're low-key grateful because you make it so easy to catch you, man. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, go check out one of these 2 videos. I'll see you guys over there. Take care.